Yeah, it's whatever.
See, it's not bad.
I will be that name. The kingdom. I will be that. On earth as in heaven.
A Dallas boy to heart.
Give us our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Not to lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Amen. I've been to church in 4 years.
What is a crash pad?
Okay, listen up, everybody. A crash pad is a place that everybody congregates for their flights.
Absolutely it is.
That's what I thought. And there's no place like home in a blooping crash pad. So therefore, thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever.
Amen.
Anyways,
Hallelujah.
no, fine, I'll be serious. So a crash pad is a place for flight attendants and, in our case, ground crew. Yeah.
We love you, ground crew, but this particular
we
ground
really
crew that we live with is
yes,
not
very
good.
true. No, he's very weird. He has a bull. He reminds me of a cow.
He has a single earring.
And cow. Anyways, all right. So crash pad is where we live, so we can be on a reserve because we're all new. And when you're new being a flight attendant, you have to be on reserve, and that's when you get a call from the company, and you work a trip, and they're like, all right, so you're gonna be doing this, and we're like, okay, thank you, acknowledge. You're gone for 3 days. Well, I don't know.
You're just gone for whatever.
Yeah.
It's a place for you to reside.
How long is it for you on 3 days?
I don't know, it depends on your trip.
Can you have a 4 day?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can have 6 days apparently. 6 days of a trip.
That's bonkers. All right, so what's next?
Hannah.
Okay.
Hannah, so how many people live here in the crash pad?
Currently we have 12 people, but we can house up to 13 people. Jade lives in a closet bunk.
A closet.
Jade's gay. Reading the questions chronologically so they all make sense.
Next question is
So they
my
all make
turn.
sense.
Chronologically.
So just so they all make sense. How many people live here with us?
We already asked that one.
When did we ask?
Just asked that.
I did.
Yeah.
13.
13. How do you how do you set your alarm?
Without waking up your roommates, because everyone has a different schedule, honey. Everyone has a different schedule. Someone could be working at 2 a.m. and the other person could be working at 6 p.m.
Right.
So how do y'all do it?
So what I do is I'll just leave it to normal because I have one closet. Most people actually have bunk beds and they're set row by row. I'll show a clip here. What I have is just a regular closet, so you can't really hear what I do. However, if you're surrounded by people, I would definitely recommend putting it on buzzer. So you'll feel your bed buzzing and you'll also hear it, but no one else will.
See, my alarm, the whole bed shakes. I invested in... No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. Not funny. So since I'm a heavy sleeper, I could sleep through war. I have to have the ringer on. Hopefully the 2 other guys I live with, they don't mind it. I'm sure it really annoys them. But the thing is, like, you know, you have to do what you have to do and everyone really understands. And wow, I look tan. Don't I look tan?
You look good though.
Wow, thank you. All right, next question.
Oh.
Do you guys ever hook up?
I have a boyfriend here, so naturally it happens, so, you know.
Yeah, one time, this may be a little TMI.
Oh my god.
I think I walked into them doing the journey. Okay, who said that? I think Jade said this. You know, we never really got the college experience.
Yeah.
And it's really nice living with other people because, like, I don't know. And it's like, the way I would explain it is, you know, everyone has a different schedule because most everyone here works for a different airline. And next time you see someone, it's like you met for the first time again.
Absolutely.
Like, that is how I see things, like, for sure. And it's so much fun. Like, I've met so many great people. I really have. And Jade, why aren't you in here?
Okay, what was the question, Joseph?
What made you choose your airline?
I chose my airline because it was a lot of young employees. I liked that it would be people in their 20s and 30s. And I love the senior mamas and senior papas after I've worked here, but I'm only 21. When I applied, I was 20. And
She's
I felt
probably one of the
intimidated.
youngest flight attendants they've ever hired.
I just felt intimidated by
Same.
the fact that it could be
gonna
such
move this.
mature people. So that's why I chose my airline. And also they were international, they were domestic. Everyone loved their coworkers. And the place I was working before this, it was not that.
Where did you
so
work
I wanted
before?
a change of pace. I was a
That's
server.
That's a good question. Too.
What?
I was a server
Yeah.
too.
I actually worked in an office.
You were a
I was
bougie.
born
I had a desk.
9 to 5.
I would. Olivia, did I tell you I was a crew scheduler?
No.
I am. Yeah, I was.
Really?
For who? For Southwest?
No, for a bus company.
Oh.
Oh.
But let me tell you, the bus drivers are not as nice.
Yeah.
They are not nice.
Okay.
Really?
Sorry. Enough about me, because I'm a selfish.
You're not.
And I'm gonna eat that.
So,
Korea cum.
hot beds versus cold beds. This is a crash pad question.
And that's your question.
Is this mine?
Yeah, you get the boring ones.
I know. Why do I always get the boring ones?
Making food or has this just been on?
What?
The
What?
oven's just been on.
Anybody actually know how to turn that
Another-
off?
Another negative about the
Oh.
trash pad.
Oh.
People will leave the oven on, and I don't know who the did that.
People leave the gas stove on.
Yeah. Okay, the gas stove. That's a little much.
Yeah.
If you want to know how to turn it off, you just hit the off button.
Okay, does anybody want
That's
a cheese
awesome.
stick? Anybody want a
Really?
cheese
That's
stick?
awesome.
Wait, hot bed versus cold bed.
Hot bed. Y'all for giving me the boring questions.
What
yeah, 'cause
does
you're
it
not
mean?
fucking pilots.
What?
I said, because you're not pilots.
That's true. A cold bed is your bed. You pay a month. That's yours. If it's a hot bed, then every time you sleep in that, you gotta
I
wash.
think that was mine.
You gotta wash
so good.
the covers, and then you share a bed with someone.
Yeah.
Like you don't share a bed, but that person sleeps
well,
in your
some
filth.
of us don't share a bed.
Some of us have closets.
Does anybody
Oh, I
use
was
their
referencing
raspberry
to the
thing?
one in the middle.
Oh,
Yours, Olivia.
we love tequila.
3 of those waters are
Tequila with tequila.
Tequila will kill ya, but
Oh no! Anybody want a cheese
All right,
stick?
next question.
no. I'm okay, thank you, honey. Another good thing about a crash pad, people will offer you food when
Jared
you
steals all my
don't
food.
even want it, but it's so
I
nice.
I'll
told him one
answer
time he
this
could take
because
whatever, and
Hannah's
then
not
now
here.
he really does.
What now?
Is it clean in the crash pad? Is it not clean in the crash pad? Where there's so many people coming and going all the time?
That depends on the
I
day.
know.
It depends on the day. We do have a cleaning lady that will come. She will
Did you
come.
fart? Dude, he farted once and it was
Who
really, really
farted?
bad. Don't go over
The
there.
cleaning lady comes about once a month. However, we do our best. For instance, we have rules like I
I think
will
it's better
clean and you guys will clean the dishes when
I
we're
will
done
get
with
the
them.
We clean our own
And-
shit.
Sorry.
We wipe down the
sorry.
counters if we leave a mess.
Oh.
We
Yeah.
sweep if we put stuff on the
Oh,
floor.
absolutely.
That's just like it's
just
honestly
sat right in
respectful
his
for
fart.
everybody living with us.
Absolutely.
Even with us all doing that, it still does make a little bit of a mess because there are 13 of us. It's like having
Exactly.
13 siblings.
Exactly. How many people do you share a room with?
You can-
Chivalry isn't dead. Ladies first.
We have 7
7?
as of now.
Yeah, as of now we have 7.
Did
And
you know?
you have Joseph has 2 other people he lives with, 3 total. And there's another room with 2 other men.
Apparently that room gets really
I don't. Hey, I don't think
Do y'all ever fight physically or verbally?
I fight with Hannah a
Belinda?
lot.
Shut up.
I hate being in the room with them. They're always fighting and bickering.
I bickering is
I feel
such a
so
great word.
uncomfortable.
You. Anyway, sorry.
Do you ever fight physically or verbally?
No, we already did that.
Yeah,
we
no,
I'm gonna
just did
answer
that
it,
one.
though. There was a story. Belinda.
Oh.
I called her Bianca. I thought her name was Bianca.
Oh,
the
I
whole
hate
time.
Biancas.
The whole time she lived with me, Bianca. It fit her better. However, Belinda threw up above my bed. This
It's just
girl,
like so
Vian,
important.
her name is Vian.
Like, what's the point
She
of
was living here. She doesn't anymore. She came in the room and then she was like,
that? Really no point.
"Really, Belinda? Really, Belinda? It's 3 a.m. You're being loud as
I never heard this part.
And I was like, thank you, Vian.
Are you gonna
because
bleep
I
out
wasn't
everything
gonna
I say?
anything.
Where did Belinda work?
It's not a
Oh,
good
makes
smell.
sense. They're the worst.
That was the
They
only
really are.
verbal fight I've heard. I've never heard of a physical fight. I'm sure there's been one, but we haven't witnessed that. We're kind of a chill group to live with.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know, but
And I think I
there
like
was a
how we're
verbal
all
fight.
pretty young.
There is a few of us that are older and like they're very fun. I love them, but we are pretty young CRASHPAD. I feel like.
All right, so next question. I feel like Steve Harvey tonight. He's a beautiful chocolate man.
Isn't he?
Cut it out. Cut it out.
That's
yeah.
cringy.
You little. But the thing is, I am cringy. All right, has anyone ever gotten kicked out?
Well, Michael.
Actually, Michael is a man who I live with in the room, and he is probably 35,
Probably 40.
Older.
Oh, he's fucking
Older.
40.
40.
Close to 50.
Was I being
Yeah.
nice?
Yeah.
I was being generous. So basically, Michael, bless his heart, he is.
My cue stick.
So Michael, he asked me. I don't know if this man's straight, gay, doesn't matter.
Okay,
And
Bleep out that he's not.
he's asked me many times if I've gotten. He stares at Jade and Hannah.
Not me specifically. I'm too young for him. Olivia, he's mentioned some
Yeah, he said some things.
uncomfortable
Remember that
comments.
comment about your butt? Treasure and I were over here.
He
and
said she
Treasure
had a
was
nice booty.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
Treasure was like, cause you wore some nice pants that were like complimenting your booty, right? And Treasure was like, oh, your booty looks really good in those pants, or something along those lines. And Michael pitched in and said, oh yeah, they do.
Yeah, and he was trying to be like, wow, did you get my compliment?
And we went off on him, yeah.
But if
Michael.
you're older than us, you shouldn't say that. And if you're our
Did you be
age,
my
it's
dad?
rude too.
Yeah, and not only that, but you already have a reputation in this house to make everybody uncomfortable.
Just be respectful.
Why is that green square on my face?
It
Okay,
So-
anyways, it looks like I'm wearing glasses.
Those Spy Kids said.
Okay, next question. All right, so I'm sorry, Jade. What the hell does that say?
Price for crash. I know it's Grice.
I don't know what
Price
that
for
says.
CRASHPAD.
So price.
I live in the closet. I'm the cheapest. $300.
Olivia and I have the same price, so we're $325.
And I pay $375.
Because he has a full bed to himself. He does
I
not
do.
have a bunk bed, and
I
he
don't.
also has 2 roommates, and we have 7,
Exactly.
which
Ex-
makes the difference.
Which I don't really understand that.
There's just a lot more of us girls that live with each other, so it goes down.
I guess it's more like a women-dominated industry. Okay, next question. Is it hard to be hired as a flight attendant?
Actually,
It kind of is.
it's hard to
depending-
go through training.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get hired even.
It is
Yeah.
hard to get hired.
I think that we are all pretty young to be in this industry.
I agree.
It was very intimidating because I was the youngest
Yeah.
in my class. So I am from Dallas. So basically I'm from Dallas. I've lived there all my life. All my exes live in Texas. So, okay, so that's where I'm from. It's really boring, you know. The only thing is to do there is eat and drink.
Period.
But I had a lot of choices of where to be based because that's just how my airline is. There's lots of options. I wanted to be based in Denver. That's where we all are right now. And, you know, I'm glad I did because I would have never met the people that live here with me. And that's another good thing about being in a crash pad is you meet people that, you know, you'd never think you'd cross paths with. And,
You
know,
wouldn't,
you
though.
wouldn't. Because also we are all from different airlines.
Exactly.
So,
So you don't talk to each other ever.
I mean, you don't. You maybe smile and wave.
Yeah,
Like,
just camaraderie.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's a great way to put it. But basically, I got based here in Denver. There is a base in Dallas, but I don't want to be there anymore.
Well, from the great Lone Star Stain from Houston as well. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, we're both Texas
Lone
baddies.
Star.
Yes. Well, I was wanting Boston because Boston gave out lines within the year or whatever. Apparently.
It's very junior there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but they didn't offer that in training, so I just said, okay, Denver then. No, I'm here with some great friends.
I also wanted to be based in Denver. You might think by watching us two that it's common, but no. People do not like Denver because
Yeah.
it's expensive.
In the middle of nowhere. No matter what airline you go to, like, Denver is junior.
My base personally, that's the most senior base you can go to. but there's always junior people at my base, which is why I picked this airline. Going based on where you go, it's gonna be different.
Exactly.
I like working at Denver.
But where are you from?
I'm from Michigan.
Question.
Good.
All right, I do have to
Yeah.
go pee really quick.
Why don't you have an apartment?
Because we're all very, very, very broke.
But y'all are
Yeah.
getting an apartment, so you could answer that differently.
Well, Hannah's
True.
not.
Well,
You might be.
yeah, Jared and I
Maybe.
might be getting an apartment soon, but we're just looking at the moment and attempting, I say this on my
Yeah.
part, to save. It's not going well, but
It's hard. Very hard. Okay, but I'll say me and 2 other people that live here are getting an apartment. I've been here for 6 months now. One of them has been here for 2. That's the shortest. Treasure has been here the longest, over a year. It takes a long time to save up enough money. People think of being flight attendants as a very bougie and glamorous job.
I'd like to know who thinks that.
People think it's glamorous,
do.
absolutely, unless you're in the industry and
I
you
don't
realize,
think anyone
like,
I've ever come across does not make me feel that way.
really.
not me. It's just like, it's the lifestyle. You're always going places, it's something new. But when it gets down to the reality of it, you're living on the minimum paychecks that you would get. You can't go home very much. It's a big discovery year for you, I think. Why do we live at CRASHPAD?
It's
cheap,
cheaper.
it's affordable.
The thing is,
Yeah.
what I would
That's
say
about
about a crash pad is, especially if you are commuting, it's a lot less stressful. Because, you know, booking a hotel every weekend is very stressful. It adds up. And, you know, Sorry, I'm trying to be serious right now. What is the next one?
I wish.
We need you to answer a certain question, Olivia.
Okay, wait.
Me?
Yes. You know which one.
Why part about living?
Worst part about-
worst part about
yeah.
living in a crash pad,
Okay.
Joseph. What's the worst part? Which is good because you're new.
Okay, so I think the worst part is probably not getting your alone time.
Yeah.
Would be one, but like for me, I don't mind it because I'm literally psychotic, and
Honestly,
like I
with
just
this job,
you
it's
have
important to be with people. a lot.
exactly
Yeah.
like you know you have to have patience for people. You have to set aside your differences. What are you saying? Is it my breath?
No. It's not you.
It's me. It came back, and you are like it smells bad, so it's me.
It's not you. Keep going, Joseph. You're not.
I don't even know how to do this anymore.
Oh!
I was not expecting that. Is it my feet?
No.
I didn't do it.
Joseph, just keep going.
No, don't put it in your mouth.
Ah!
Joseph, continue.
I'm sorry to you. Sorry.
What was the question?
I forgot.
Next question.
Next question.
No, I just want to look now.
What are the cons about living in a crash
It's
pad?
Hannah's turn.
God, you really booted me.
We have 12 different people here. We have 12 different personalities. So, you know, that not everybody gets along at the same time or always or, you know, whatever. So there's certain people that we don't always get along with and, you know, vice versa, whatever. But it's also like if you do want your alone time, you never know who's at the crash pad. And so like you look and see and then you're like, oh, shoot, what if I want to recharge or, you know, I want to hang out with somebody and they're not here. So that's probably the cons.
I would say the same. That yeah, like you need your alone time to recharge. Next question.
No, it's wet.
He ate it. The best part about living in a crash pad is the fact that going into this job, we are from different states, different backgrounds, and we're meeting new people every day. So having a consistent group of people that you come back to every day is definitely very healthy.
I mean, I think even working, like when you work on a flight, like you'll work with people you'll probably never see again.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's really cool because
It's
Which
very
is also
cool.
great if you don't like them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, that's very
It goes
true.
both ways.
That's
But
very true.
it's also kind of like you want a sense of familiarity, because that's
Mhm.
definitely something you don't get with this job. So having just people that you come back to on a regular basis is,
Every day is different.
it feels
That was a
good.
solid 6.
Yeah, I would just say having like a group of friends that you can come back to and know that you know each other and you relate to each other in the same way.
Oh, I'm gonna miss living in a crash pad.
Me too.
I wanted to let you know that my camera died, and also that the next video I'm gonna be doing for y'all is gonna be a week in my life as a flight attendant on reserve. In that video, a little sneak peek of what I'll be doing is I'm gonna be going to Red Rocks and seeing Lord Huron. I'm gonna be going with my roommate that you saw in this video, Joseph, the one that ate the paper, and yeah. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. And also in this week in my life, I'm moving. So we're moving out of the crash pad and we are moving to Edgewater. Woo! We're gonna move into an apartment, baby. So I'm super excited. And follow and subscribe, whatever, you know, if you wanna see that. But thank you for watching and I'll see you next time, hopefully. Bye.